What's up, guys? Daryl from Smart Shooters, and today, y'all see the smile on my face, is because I got a really bad rap as a YouTuber already. I have become the YouTuber who everybody says hates Canik. I do not hate Caniks, okay? But because I made a video of why I sold all my Caniks and went back to Glock, I have a reputation as a Canik hater. And so I wanted to come on here and clear my name a little bit, all right? I feel like I ain't get due process. You know, America's the land of due process. But I feel like y'all treating me like America really is, which some of us is guilty till we prove ourselves innocent. So let's talk about it, man. How do I feel about Caniks? And don't come on here telling me it's pronounced Canik. Because if you watch the recent YouTube videos, so many people called it Canik that Canik now calls it Canik. So it's Canik, all right? Let's talk about it. Here I have one of the recent guns I reviewed, the Canik Mete SFX, okay? No magazine, chamber empty. Firearm is clear. If you watch my review on this, which a lot of y'all didn't because you assumed that I was gonna hate on it because you thought I was hating from the last video. This is a really good gun. All right, I feel like the triggers in this, if it is the same trigger, they definitely improved it even more, all right? My favorite thing about this Canik is dry fire in it, so let me rack it. The take up is a little long. There's the wall. Boom. But then this reset has got to be the fastest reset in the game. I don't know any polymer gun that has a reset as fast as this. So I bought this gun under a challenge that I got after making that video that I didn't give Canik a fair shake. I feel like I did, y'all just didn't hear what I said. So if you haven't watched the video, all I said was that basically if it was the end of the world or a pandemic, which just happened, we still in a pandemic, I would go with a Glock over a Canik. I would go with a Glock because of two things: customer service and aftermarket support. If for whatever reason my firing pin broke, anything go wrong with this, finding aftermarket support is a beast. I can't even find magazines for this right now. Like, I got the 2 mags it came with, but I can't even find magazines for it. A lot of people gave me suggestions, like maybe if I would have went through Century Arms instead of trying to go directly through Canik, maybe I'd have had a better experience. And that might be true, but I can only tell y'all about the experience I had. Now, let me go on record. Straight out of the box, Canik is much better than Glock. Straight out of the box, this is way better than this. Almost all of them, they're styled better than Glocks. The trigger, there's no comparison with the trigger. I feel like Glock gets, even in the same generation, there's different variations of triggers, which I don't understand. The value, the case that this came with, coming with all the optics plates, coming with the mini Canik gun that was the tool to take my screws out, you can't beat that. And it was still $100-something cheaper than this, which is clear too, by the way. Still came in cheaper than this Glock 17. So for those of y'all who've been smoking me down, okay? Those of y'all who've been in the comments, boy, people were so mad at my thoughts about Canik that they start talking about my teeth. They start talking about me being overweight. Like, people start going real crazy, getting real sensitive about something. Just because, and I get it, right? There's one of the next video I'm gonna make is why there's no such thing as the best gun out there, right? Because everybody's only gonna defend whatever they have, right? If I bought a Canik, if I'm a budget conscious person, and I needed a budget-friendly gun, and I had a budget-friendly gun that has a performance like this, yeah, I'm gonna argue with everybody and tell them it's the best gun ever. The problem is people don't have very many guns to compare. A lot of people just talk and they only got one gun. They only got a Canik. This is all they ever owned. This is all they ever shot. And all I tried to do was give people a different perspective on, hey, Canik's got a lot of hype around it right now. You might want to think about aftermarket support, if that's a thing for you. Because the truth of the matter is, a lot of people don't shoot their guns enough to even care about aftermarket support. Like, a lot of people don't shoot their guns but maybe once a year, right? Like, I'm shooting, this is all I do all day, every day. I'm constantly putting rounds through my firearms. Other people, not so much. So I took all those comments and with a grain of salt, and I just laughed because people were telling me I'm stupid, I'm this. They weren't even watching the video. And it's funny because if you go through the comments, you can see people saying, hey bro, I literally was about to dislike this and clown you in the comments until I actually watched it. You make a whole lot of sense. I'm like, thank you, I know. And unlike some YouTubers out there, I'm telling y'all, I really invest in what I do. That's the whole reason I started YouTubing, because I wanted y'all to get opinions from somebody who actually is out there shooting this stuff. I went and bought this shortly after I made that video because a YouTuber told me I should. All right, but I can compare it to a Glock because I actually have a Glock. All right, I actually have multiple Glocks. I could keep pulling these out. I can compare it to SIG because I got SIGs. I can compare it to the Walther PDP because I got PDPs. Point I'm making is I actually have firearms to compare it to actually, like, I'm not speaking out of my hind parts, yo, all right? I'm actually putting in work with these guns. I promise you, out of all the polymer guns I just showed you, and then the other ones that are down here, this is probably the best performing pistol that's down here. All right, you can't take anything from Canik other than that slow take up when you first pull the trigger. But with that lightning fast reset, getting shots on target is like nothing. If y'all watch my videos this summer, I was constantly at my gun range shooting with the Canik Mete because that is a beautiful gun. But if we solely think about if I needed a gun for survival, what would I do? People keep giving me excuses. Canik is new. Right, it's new. Well, you gotta forgive their customer service because we were in a pandemic, right? So if you think about it, when would I need my gun the most? I don't need my gun the most when everything is good. I need it during the pandemic. So anything I need, whether it's extra magazines, rather it's a recoil spring, rather it's a guide rod, rather if it's optics plates, I don't want to see sold out when I'm trying to get something for my gun, especially if it's my main arm, right? If it is my EDC, the last thing I want to see is sold out when I'm going shopping for something. The Glock 17, it doesn't matter what I look for, okay? Everybody has parts for a Glock 17. Everybody. If I can't get a guide rod from Glock, I bet you I can go on eBay and find one. I can go on Amazon and find one. I probably could walk in Hobby Lobby and find one. All right, everybody has these parts. That was my only argument, okay? And customer service, being able to talk to somebody who could actually take care of me. These, to me, are logical arguments, things that I would consider when I was purchasing a firearm. I don't want to buy a brand of gun where I can't get a hold of anybody. Or they tell me check the website. When I'm looking at the website before I called you and it says sold out. That's all I'm saying. In conclusion, Caniks are sweet. I'm especially happy with the Mete SFX. I'm so happy that I'm actually probably gonna sell it. But it's stuck around for at least the last few months. It's a great weapon. Fresh out of, you can't deny the value that you get with Canik. You get a ton of value with Canik. What they stuff in that gun case, the stuff they give you, Glock can't match that. I wish they did. I wish any other manufacturer did. So, when you see my video, and I'm gonna link it right there so y'all can check it out. Show me some grace, okay? Listen to what I'm saying, because outside of the box, Canik can't keep up with Glock because there's no aftermarket support. And then people are like, yeah, well, I had a Canik issue and they replaced it for free and I had no problems. That's your experience. I don't make YouTube videos off your experience. I make them off my experience. My experience with Canik is everything I ordered from them, I never got tracking numbers, even though they took my money. All I got was a email saying, hey, we got your order. And then one random day, weeks later, in one case, months later, it just popped up in a FedEx package on my front door. Like, that was it. So it put a bad taste in my mouth. All right, so, and because I had that experience multiple times, I said, you know what? I can get rid of these Caniks and stick with Glock. Because I know whatever I need for these, it's always gonna be there. Shout out to the Glock 48 MOS, by the way. This is a sexy little thing right here. Got a range review coming up on this. Anyways, that's all I got for y'all, man. So, for all you Canik lovers that somehow hate my YouTube channel, get over it, right? I appreciate the love, hate, because it all add views, all right? It's my #1 video right now. It's got like 31,000 views. We going up. All I'm saying is hear me out, man. Hear me out. Because fresh out of the box, Glock cannot touch this. I'm with you. The first time something goes wrong, I want Glock support, not Canik support. Like, comment, subscribe. See y'all next video. Peace.